Hey guys, it's time for KimiseCraft. Hopefully everybody's doing great. How are everybody in the community? Woo! Oh, I'm in the water. Here, let's turn back around. Okay, so, well, I hope everybody's having a great day. Me, I'm having a fabulous day. Now, I'm sorry guys for the late return to videos. I've had a terrible week. Oh yes, I've been sick all week, unfortunately. And so that's why this video is not getting out until now. And I hope you guys are all doing okay. I hope everybody's doing great, and I cannot wait to show you what we're going to do today because I've had some time to think about what I want to do this week and what I want to plan, and so we've got everything taken care of for how we're going to do this. So I hope you guys are ready. So let's go ahead and just jump straight into the video. So if you guys were with us last stream, which is about a week ago, you noticed that I went on an adventure, and that adventure had to do with finding us some bees, right? We went looking for some bees. Now, I'm pretty sure somewhere I have, oh yeah, I remember where it is. Let me show you all the different hives and bees that I got. Let me show you. This is pretty cool. So, I did some traveling. I went out towards Bees of Breeze place, and then I went a little bit farther. I think I went to the north, and I found 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bees nests. Now, actually, 2 of these are ones that I spawned here, so I actually only found 5 bees nests. But each one of these bees nests have bees in them, so I don't have to worry about waiting for bees to spawn around my nests, around the flowers and everything. So that's going to be really awesome. Well, after I got the bees nests, I decided, well, you know what? We need some sort of farm because we want to take advantage of having these bees. And there's 2 big things you can get from bees now here in 1.15. You can get honeycomb and you can get honey. And that's what we're going to do today. We are going to build honeycomb/honey farms today. Oh yeah, some honeycomb/honey farms. That is what we are going to do. Now, how are we going to do this? Well, it's really actually pretty simple because you can easily automate both those farms. We're also going to go ahead and breed some bees. Now, what can you use honeycombs and honey for? Well, the honey can be, where's my bed? The honey can be used to make honey blocks, and honey blocks are really extremely useful block in redstone creations. You can use them for all sorts of things, from doors to automatic flying machines that are actually way more flexible than they ever used to be. You can use them in parkour challenges because honey blocks have some really neat characteristics that are different than the way the slime blocks works, where you can actually slide down honey blocks, which is kind of cool. So you could use those as like a slow elevator or something. I don't know. I mean, there's all sorts of things. Now, honeycomb, not as useful. Honeycomb right now, most people are just looking at it as a decorative block. Okay, so if you're getting honeycomb, I guess the primary reason you'd be getting it is for decorative reasons, so that you could go ahead and decorate certain things. Okay, or you can also use it to make bee hives. And so, well, not bee hives, but the bee houses. Yeah, whatever. You know what? We'll look at them later for the right names. Okay. Now, we're actually going to make this farm set up so that we can make those bee homes too. Because one of the things I want to do in the server, I said, well, since I'm going to go ahead and build this up, let's go ahead and actually make a shop that sells some honey, sells some honeycomb, right? And also is going to sell some bee, whatchamacallit, bee farm. Yeah, bee farms, So this little farm here is going to do all of the above. So let me tell you what I did. I had this really great place right here where we have about 2-3 other farms, right? Because we have our slime down there, we have our cactus, we have our sugarcane. So this place has been like dying for something to be on top of it, and I've been meaning to come down here and come up with some sort of theme and decorate this area and get all looking good. And so we're going to start off with a bee farm here. I think that's a great selection. So what I did is I got some bricks, we got some glass, and we went ahead and made let's see how big it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 by, I think it's 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, 10 by 13. Honestly, it really, it doesn't really matter how big you make it, okay? Because what you're trying to do is you just want to make it for the amount of output you want to get. So what we're going to do is, I made this 13 wide, so we're going to be able to use 6. We're going to use this for 6 of our beehives to output honey and honeycomb, because I think honeycomb can be a really cool decorative block. I'm going to try it in a few things, and if I like it, we might use it on a few other things too. Also, we're going to need it to build beehives, so that bee houses, whatever you call those things, so we can sell bees in the bee houses, because we're going to use this as a farm where we can go ahead and create those and build them up. So I'm pretty excited about this. So this is kind of like a triple farm that we're doing right here. We're doing beehives. We're doing honeycomb. Over here, we're going to be doing honey, and over here, as we start to gather some honeycomb, we're going to start making bee houses, and we're going to breed the bees up so that we can sell some beehives with bees in them to some of our fellow server mates, so they don't have to go looking so hard for some bees, right? I think it's going to turn out fabulous. So let's talk about the design here, okay? So I went ahead and glassed everything in. See, bees, they will wander. I mean, they're always going to come back to their nest or their hive, but they do wander quite a bit. So to avoid the wandering and make it so that they come back, they set up a little bit quicker, and that they go ahead and do a repeating job of creating that honeycomb and that honey. What we've done, sorry about that, what we have done is totally enclose this, and I went ahead and did it with glass. At least initially, we might build something on top to make it look more festive, just so that it's really easy for us to watch what's going on, because I'm really curious to see how they respond and everything. I've already gone ahead and grabbed a whole bunch of oxeye daisies and poppies and filled this up. Really, you can use any flower for the bees, and it's going to do a rather good job with this. So it's a really simple farm. That's what's great about this. It's not really complicated. I guess the complicated part is if you're putting things pretty close together, which I am. So I'm going to show you in my limited redstone capacity exactly how I got this all to work. Okay, now what we're going to do here first, okay, is notice I went ahead and set up a hopper chain to collect everything that we get. So basically, these hoppers are going to take either the honey or the honeycomb. They're going to suck it into this hopper chain. This hopper chain is going to bring it all the way over here. Now, what I want to go ahead and do, just to make it a little bit easier on us, is we're going to go ahead and we're just going to go ahead and put this all on top of the hoppers, which will make life a little bit easier for us here in setting some blocks. Okay, now notice I've got dispensers on me, so we're going to go ahead and place these dispensers first. Now, the way the dispensers are going to work, the dispensers are going to go ahead and they are going to they're going to go ahead and dispense either a empty bottle, or they're going to dispense a set of shears. The shears will take the honeycomb out, and the empty bottle will take out the honey, and that's really nice. Unfortunately, you can't do them both at the same time, so that's kind of like a wah, but it's okay. You know, that's why we have six of them up there to kind of give us a little bit of flexibility. So I'm going to grab some. Let's see here. I'm going to grab some rails, okay, and I'm going to grab 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and just. We'll put this in here for a moment, and what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and make these all hopper minecarts. Now, there's a reason we want to do this, and let me explain to you exactly why we want all these hopper minecarts. Okay, so if you're familiar with hopper minecarts, they will actually suck out stuff very quickly. Okay, and what you're going to notice here is we're going to go ahead and set some tracks right now, because we want to put our hopper minecarts right in here. Okay, now, yeah, whatever. Okay, now our hives are going to be right here where these are going to be sheared. Now, the way it works is when this shears let's say we have a shear in here. When this shears the hive, it's going to throw out a honeycomb. Well, we want that honeycomb to be picked up really quickly, so before it can get pushed out here or anything, we want that hopper minecart to go ahead and do the job of picking that up. And so since hopper minecarts work really quickly like this is a great opportunity to use these here, and it's just going to make the farm work well without us having to have any type of any type of track system. And that's one of the things I really don't want to have, is I really don't want to have a track system that's like going around here, moving around the tracks, gathering like this. I'd rather just have this like this, where it's passive, there's nothing moving around, making extra noise in the world. And that's just me. That's how I want that particular thing to work. Now, 3 of these are going to be for honey, and 3 of these are going to be for honeycomb. Okay, so this is how we're going to work it. I'm going to need 3 comparators, 1, 2, 3 comparators. Okay, and those are going to be for the ones that are with honey. And I'm going to need, let's see, where are they? Here we are, observers. I'm going to need 1, 2, 3 observers, and these are the ones that we are going to use for for the comparators for honey, okay, and then observers for the honeycomb. Yep, that's what I meant to say. Okay. Yes. Yes. Okay. So right here, what we're going to do is we're going to take our observers, okay, and we're going to set them up so that they are right here. Okay. So notice I haven't put any of our bees nests in yet, because I don't want those to start, well, I don't want bees to have a chance to get out of the area and everything. We're going to place those last. So basically, we're going to have a bees nest right here. As soon as an update happens where it happens to have honeycomb in it, okay, what the observers do is it's going to see it, it's going to send a redstone signal. We're going to bring the redstone signal all the way around here to our dispenser, and our dispenser is going to use the shears inside of it. Oh yeah, it's going to use the shears inside of it to get that honeycomb out. Right? Pretty fabulous, don't you think? I think it's pretty amazing. It's just me. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do that. So what we're going to do is let's go ahead and lay some blocks. We're just going to go. Whoops. We're going to go ahead and use this yellow concrete, because what the heck, we're working with bees. Let's be yellow, right? Okay, and we're going to need to do this right. We're going to need a bunch of repeaters, and we're going to need some redstone as well. Let's see, did I drop some redstone off in here? Yes, I did. Let's grab that redstone. So the trick is when you're building one of these, or at least this is what I figured, okay, what you're trying to do is you don't want to go ahead and let your, like if you have them like side by side, you got to set up so your redstone doesn't link up and trigger something else, right? So for instance, boom, boom, boom right there. So now, see, we can have that like that, and we can go ahead and take another repeater, right? And then we can go boom, boom like that, okay? And then what we can do is we can take a repeater here. Whoop, nope, sorry, a repeater. Oh, what am I doing? Obviously not what I want to do. Let's actually put it on repeater. There we go. And we're going to go ahead and come out here like this. Now, I bet you some of you redstone masters out there know a better way to wire this. But I got this to work, and you know what? If I get something to work, I'm pretty happy with using that for a while. Do I have a bed in here? No, don't have a bed in here. Okay, I'm going to go catch a bed, and I'll be back here in just a minute. We'll finish off that wiring. Hey guys, so I just got back. We went ahead and slept, got everything out. So we're going to go ahead and take this. See how that hooks right into there? Whoa. And we're going to go ahead and put a repeater there. And what that does, that helps us keep a straight line on all 3 of these without any issues. And there you go. I mean, and actually, you can actually even make these simpler than that. There's a lot of different designs, but this seemed to work really well for me, and I'm pretty happy with it right now. Now, I left a space here because on this side, we're going to do the one that takes a little bit more thinking and a little bit more wiring, which is going to be our honey, okay? So, for instance, let's go ahead and grab our repeaters. So, right here, we're going to have a repeater. Whoops, not right there. My bad. What we're going to do is we're going to start off by putting blocks in front, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to have the repeater read off the block what honey level we happen to be in. Well, not the repeater, but the comparator. So we're going to put a comparator there, we're going to put a comparator there, and we're going to pop a comparator right in there, okay? Pretty simple. So here's what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and start off with this comparator right here. Now, the way honey blocks work, guys, okay, is that comparators are going to give off a signal, and they're going to give off a signal of up to 5 when the honey is all ready to go. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to take advantage of that. So for instance, let's get our redstone. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now is that 5? Let me count again. 1, 2, 3. You know, I need to go one. I need to go one more with my blocks. So boom, and oh, we'll grab that one. I got some more concrete, so I'm not worried about it. Okay, there we go. Alrighty. Now let's go ahead and put this redstone where it goes. Okay, so let's count it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now what we'll do is we'll then take our repeaters, and we'll take our repeaters all the way back, and whoops, not go that way. Sorry guys, zoned out on that one. We'll have to put those there at some point anyways, but let's go ahead and put them up here. Boom, 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 and did I lose one somewhere? We'll just take this one so we can finish this circuit. Then we'll come back and then we'll go grab some concrete and go do the next circuit, okay? So here we go. That up there like that, and then what we want to do is we want to go repeater all the way over here. Well, and you know, we could probably we could get away and probably put redstone there. But this way, what this does is this waits until we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps of redstone, and when we get 5, it'll trigger this, which will cause the dispenser then to grab the honey, and then the honey jar will get sucked into, and we've got them all coming here where we'll be able to check and see what's going on. So far, so good. Okay, so let's go and grab some more concrete. I got some right over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and wire up the other 2. And like I said, this is just kind of dirty redstone. It's nothing to be super proud of, but it works. And sometimes if it works, that's what I'm looking for. There we go. Some yellow concrete right there. Okay, so let's get back over here and let's run through this and finish wiring up these other 2. So again, the whole idea is we do not want these redstone signals to cross. Okay. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to come out a little bit farther on this one. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Well, just like that. Okay. Now let's see here. I want this to come out 1, 2 like that, and then I'm going to come out 1, 2, 3 so far. Okay, so what this is going to do is then we're going to go ahead and take our redstone right out again like that, and this is going to come down here. Now see, the thing is we want to count it again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now not exactly going to work the way we want, so what we have to do is we could go like that, all right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But unfortunately, that's where our signal comes. So what I had to do is do something like this. Is go ahead and have a repeater, right? And then I'm going to take the redstone dust like this. And yeah, I'm using a ton of repeaters on this design, but you know what? It's going to work, and that's what I'm happy about. Super, super simple. Not a whole lot of updates. And now let's go ahead and get this last run, okay? This last run going. So we're going to need a few of these again, just like this, okay? And then we're going to want to take this out like this, and we're just going to go all the way. So let's go ahead and start count. 1, 2, 3, okay, 4, and 5, okay? That's how we'll do it. We'll use a lot of repeaters, but you know, I'm okay with that. No problem. I got plenty of resources. Now, what we're going to do right here is we're going to add a couple of blocks right there, okay? Because what that's going to do is that's going to, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What that's going to do, yeah, is that's going to cut down on, in fact, don't need that or that. There we go. What that does is that stops that redstone from connecting to that redstone, and we've got a link. Pretty smooth, right? And that's all there is to it. So what this is going to do is it's going to give me 3 of those cranking on either end. Now, what we're going to need now, okay, is we're going to need some bees, okay, and some beehives. So let's grab 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we'll grab these empty ones here because we're going to want to have at least a full 6 going on. Okay, so let's get in here. Now I want to decorate. I'm going to put some sort of street in there. Yeah, I think that'll look good. Okay, so we have all of our observers up ready to go, but there's a few things we forgot to do, right? Yeah, I totally forgot to do this. So before we do this, let's put these down here, and let's go ahead and find ourselves some iron, which I got a trove of iron in here. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this, and let's do it like this. There we go. And we got a whole bunch of these. Now these we're going to want over here. Okay, so we need to load these all up because the shears will eventually lose what do you call it? Lose integrity, right? And what they'll do is, oh man, fell down. Jeez. Yeah, I got to figure out what's lagging the computer. I think somebody installed some things in the computer because I actually had the lag almost fixed the other day. And then I log on today and it's going crazy. So I might have to, end my kids using the computer because they are just letting things get installed. They're just killing my lag. They're just giving me so much lag. Okay, so there we go. Let's grab a few more of these, right? Go, and let's put a few more in there. Now, ways you can set this up so you don't have to, like the way I'm setting it up right now, I'm going to have to come in here every so often and make sure that I have what I need here, right? As far as shears go. So ways you can set this up is we can put a hopper on each one of those, and we can put a chest of shears on top of that. Same thing with bottles. We can put hoppers on either one of those and get those filled up with bottles. Okay, so those are some things that we can go ahead and do. But before we go to that stage of the game, okay, let me see here. Bottles, bottles, bottles. You know what? Let's take a flight really quick over to, let's just dump a bunch of this. Oh, let's put those in the redstone box, right? Yeah. Okay, redstone stuff back in the redstone box. Go figure. What a great idea. Okay. Now I'm just going to go ahead and dump a few things, and then we're going to get this farm started. So one of the things that would be really useful to have right about now is bottles. And I do have a place where we got some bottles. So let's go grab ourselves some empty bottles. I'll be back in a second. Guys, I'm just getting back. Got myself a bunch of bottles. So we're going to go ahead and get these bottles inserted. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and get everything going. So we're going to put, right now I have enough for about 2 stacks per. But here's what we're going to do here. Let me go ahead and get, maybe 3 stacks. Yeah, well, not 3 stacks, but equivalent to 3 stacks. So we're going to go ahead. What I want to do is I want to make sure that we fill up every one of these with water, with bottles, because with the dispensers, when they start to work, they could put the honey back up in the dispenser, which is fine, but what I want to do is I want to get sucked down in, come down in here, and then we have our honey down there. So here we go. There we go. We've got everything lined up. So let's go grab our, there we go, our bee stuff. Okay, there we go. So let's go ahead and go inside. And now this should work just fine. Notice all the blocks around the actual hive. I've gone ahead and made sure that there's blocks all around, but I don't think that hurt. In fact, when I was testing this on a 1.15 world, the bees never popped out in any other corner or got stuck in blocks. I think that's all been fixed now. So what we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and we're going to get all of these in like this, right? Boom, check it out. We've already got some action going on too. So let's go ahead and get that in there like that, and boom. So there we go. We got ourselves some honey. Ooh, look, they're already all empty. So let's go ahead and take and see if this even worked on that first run. Now it's going to take a little bit. Check it out. 6 honeycomb and a honey bottle. So basically what's going on is like here on the honey side, what happens as soon as we got some bee action going on here, it's going to light this up, and we got 5 different levels of honey, and this is going to keep going until it's a full level 5. Okay, once it's level 5, it's going to send the signal. That's going to take the honey out, and boom, it's going to shut down the levels, and so then we're at starting. Over here, what's going to happen is every time the hive updates, it's going to cause the shears to go ahead and try to clip. Okay, yeah, and so every time the bees come in and out of these hives right here, yep, just like that, it's going to set it off, and if there's honeycomb there, it's going to go ahead and clip it. If there's not, then, well, then there's not, you know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab myself a poppy, okay, because, let's see, we got all 4 in there. Yeah, everything's looking really great, because we have to go ahead and build up some population here, right? There we go. Oh, you know what I need to do? I need to get a stack of poppies. Where can I get a stack of poppies? I have no idea. Okay, guys, I'm going to go grab as many flowers as I can. I'll be back here in just a minute, and we'll see where this leads us here. I already got some honey. I already got some honeycomb. One of the easiest farms ever to build. I'll be back in just a moment. Hey, guys, I am back. I have bred up some more bees, and check it out. They are all over the place. They're coming in and out, in and out. They're grabbing themselves some pollen. They're pollinating stuff. You know, and it's working out great. Let's take a look. I don't think we've had a huge amount pour in, but yeah, we've got 6 honeys. We've got 24 honeycombs. That's an increase. Look at this one. This one is already at honey level 1, 2, 3. It looks like. So that one's going to be coming up here pretty quick. This one's at 1, 2, 3. So 2 more, and then that's going to produce us some honey. So there we go. That is a very super simple honey farm, guys, and hopefully that inspires you. Guys, this is Kimise. I thank you a lot. We're going to go ahead and build up this farm a little bit and make it a little nicer. We're going to say that for another episode, guys. So hopefully you've been inspired. You've got an idea of something new to build on your server, and hopefully you guys have a great day. So this is Kimise, guys. Catch you later. Bye-bye.